Hey guys, welcome back. This is Noah Judson, Game Dev Diary for my game called Duality. I'm sorry if there's like some static sound in the background. We're having a kind of a big rainstorm, and so probably just hear some of that. So let me go over a couple of things that I've done this week. This week feels like kind of a waste. I feel like I didn't get that much done in the game, but then again, I had to wear a lot of other hats, doing things like watching a lot of YouTube videos to figure out how to do marketing, how to get, engagement with my players, um, how to successfully launch, lots of learning, competition analysis, running financials through an Excel spreadsheet, things like that. But I did get some new things I can show you in game. For example, in here, all of these actually have stuff now. So audio, you already saw it. Video. Oh, sorry, I hit a breakpoint. Let me skip that. So we got a HUD opacity. So like down here, you could actually turn your HUD off completely if you wanted. And we're gonna play the game. I've been playing it with it around 60%. People have been saying it's hard to see. I agree, so we'll turn it back up. Resolution is still not something that I can change. It's been 720p. It's going to be a significant code change that I'm going to have to do eventually, because a lot of the logic for the things that happen have hard-coded numbers, which you shouldn't do. Like, if I'm 200 pixels away from the player, then do this. But that 200 pixels is very different if you change the resolution. So there's stuff like that all over, and so it's a big task that I haven't been wanting to do, and I've been putting it off basically until the last moment I can. Um, if I want to make my game truly 8-bit, I'm going to have to reduce this a lot, and I'm going to have to change just about everything. Uh, Display mode, we got full size and windowed. Since I'm recording, I'm not going to toggle this. I don't know if that's going to change things. And you can turn graphics on or off. In handling, I have a dead zone. That's like how far you can move your stick before it starts doing something. Some people might be tempted to go all the way down to 0, but actually you saw that it kept like ticking when I was at 0. It's because a lot of controllers require a small dead zone because it's always, the sticks are just moved just slightly in each direction always. Especially like if you move and then take your hand off the stick kind of flicks back, and so like if you're holding right and let go, the stick will flick left at the end. And so the dead zone gets rid of some of that flick too, and I found 10% is pretty good for my controller. Again, it'll depend on what controller you're using and your personal feel. Vibrate, there's two different vibrates. So traditional is whenever you get hit or a bomb goes off, and damage based is the controller vibrates depending on how damaged you are. If you're barely damaged, it barely vibrates. If you're almost dead, it's vibrating like crazy and your hands are gonna fall off. So I like this. I think it's kind of a new way to do things, and it works really good for knowing how dead you are. And extra stop in one dimension. This is something that's experimental. I'm probably gonna take it out when the game is done, but it's basically so all these bugs are moving around, and there's a lot of physics happening, like air drag. Um, and if I say I never add, well, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's air drag, but the air drag is kind of small. So if you start moving and then take your hand off the stick and stop moving, your character will fly in that direction for a little while and drift. It feels like a drift. And it kind of became too much. And so at one point in development a few weeks ago, I made it so that you stop moving when you apply extra drag in, say, the y-axis if you're only moving in the x-axis, and that'll help you not drift up or down when you're trying to shoot a small enemy. And so that was helpful. Or do you apply the stop drag? So I apply an extra stop drag to stop you. Sorry, this is getting really confusing. If Do I apply extra stop drag in both directions, even if you're only moving in one direction? Um, and so that's the default setting. That's where I'm going to put it now. It's actually been like this, and I just put it back to this and think it feels better. So you'll see my guy drifting around a little bit extra. Let's see. Handling. Yep. Okay, so controls, you already seen that. Game. You can turn the story, the text story. You can turn it off or on. I like on and repeat just because it shows that text story once every 7 waves, and on and repeat repeats it because I felt like the player doesn't have quite enough time to really absorb what it means and contemplate it. So it does it every 7 waves and 2 waves before that. So it actually, yeah. So you can reset your save file or your high scores. You can turn debug mode on or off. That just basically turns cheats on or off and also prints a lot more stuff to the terminal if you had a terminal open. And damage numbers. I'm thinking about just taking these off completely because I don't know how useful they really are, and they actually cause a fairly significant overhead in processing. So, but we'll put it on enemies only. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll play a game with them off and see if it's even possible. All right. So let's play. I'm going to be watching my frames per second as I do this, and I really want to try to beat the game. I haven't honestly even done it since last week. The test is still ongoing. And look at this, I have some music. I tried putting in a whole bunch of music because I've been listening to lots of music lately. And the game immediately failed to compile. And it didn't tell me why, but I knew it was related to the music. But it took almost all of it out, except for this song, and it's working. I think Game Maker Studio just doesn't like lots of files and large files. And these music pieces are like at least an hour. Some of them are like 5 hours. So yeah, and I think I'd have like the music, you know, you could hear it just faded out. I might have different music for in here, and this whole screen is going to change completely. I have it penciled out what I want it to look like, kind of, but again, I'm not going to do it until I know what its final design is. But anyway, so yeah, again, I don't own the rights to this music. So if the owner wants me to take it off, I certainly can do that. I'm just going to give him a little bit of credit here. This is, the artist is Sowulo. It's a Viking pagan folk is what they describe it as. And it's from the Netherlands. The album is called Soul, S-O-L. It was released in 2016, so go check them out. But anyway, I think this is kind of cool. This is kind of like the just passive something in the background because I really don't think music is going to have a big effect in this game. It doesn't have a big place. And you'd be hearing it so often, I don't want it to get annoying. So I want it to be good, but kind of subtle, I guess. So, alright. All the different music that I had planned to put in the game, they're all different styles. Like, I didn't just do pagan Nordic folk music. This is like the only one I have of it. But I want to play the game with it in the background to see if I truly like it. And I'll probably ask a sound guy to make something similar. I don't know if I already said this, it takes like an hour to play the game if you're really successful to beat it. And currently we're not changing levels, it's all one big level. So there's not really a great place for the music to change. I guess it could change before and after bosses, it's not a bad idea. But that's why all the sounds, all the files I tried to upload are longer than an hour. It takes an hour to play the game, and I don't want the music to be looping. Get repetitive. Time slows close to death, we'll do that one. Straight Wisp. Wisp costs less. More Wisp damage. More Wrecking Balls. Okay, I'm actually, this is a good build so far. I'm having some luck. I fixed a few things that I accidentally broke and didn't realize that were broke. Like, enemies didn't have they didn't have a hit flash for a couple weeks. I totally forgot to fix that and didn't realize it. And my player didn't have this like little circle around him that tells you what color you are. I want to make it so that when you change color, there's like a little flash or something, and your character like spins around, like he just like flips to his other side. Make sure it's over. Let's see. Some things I changed, like spikes, I made them stronger, and I made it so that there's better spikes, but also spikes can rotate. Wait, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna just bring up the other list of things I did this week. Oh, there's some new bugs. There's a zigzagger, I call them, and a stink bug, and they'll be pretty obvious. Balancing. I did a lot of balancing with the. I'm just gonna go back to look at the list now. The balancing for the physical hits. It seemed like I would die a lot if I get stuck in an enemy, because I'd be like that fast. Like it was every 4 frames, and you could make it so that you don't get hit. Every you can make it like 5 or 6 or 7, but even that was like too often. So I made it so it's like every 15 frames. So that's like once, 4 times a second. This is one of the newer guys, but I think he was in last week. Kind of just reusing bug sprites. I made it so the gnats, those guys over there, they have several different sprites, but they just like slowly move across the screen. I made it so they stop appearing after wave 20 or something. I don't remember what it was. I just felt like they're coming in too often. They're good in the beginning, but not later. Let's see. What's another thing I did? All those options are saved to a save file and whatnot, all stored in JSON. The stink bug, which you'll see, I've been keeping a little bit of a list this week, especially of good combos of the variables like wave and rate of fire that produce cool effects. And so I have some saved for other enemies, but the stink bug has some special combinations of wave and radial shots and rate of fire that kind of makes him look stinky. So I thought that worked pretty well. Better rate of fire. Yeah. We'll see how the physical abuse is after a little while. More wrecking balls. Oh, I'm gonna have 3 balls. This could be really good. So of course enemies also can get hit less often now. It's not every 3 frames or whatever like it was before. It's like the player, it's like every 4 times a second. So I don't know. I might have to rebalance things a little bit because it seems like these wrecking balls are kind of sticking together. And it's not quite as useful to have 3 wrecking balls if only one hits, because the first one hits and pushes them away, and the other 2 need 14 more frames before they can hit them. This game is always needing to be rebalanced. Let's do better rate of fire. I'm gonna hold off on my wrecking balls, see if they're actually useful or not before I keep upgrading them. I modified penetration. Hopefully I'll get some penetration upgrades, because they were too consistent. Um, they similar to what I call physical invulnerability frames. Between getting hit, the penetration made it so that the shot, if it's penetrating you, doesn't actually hurt you until like 6 frames have gone by or something like that. But that was too consistent, and so like consistently, I would always hit those flies only once. There's a giant mosquito, I think he was in last week, but they're fun. Little trickier to fight because he sticks away, stays away. So he's gonna stick around, but this guy's gonna try to get away from him. So I'll go first, and let's see, this should be a good way to go. I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the penetration. So now instead of that, it randomly selects the number of frames needed before it hits the enemy again with penetration. So it could be like 3 frames, or it could be like 15, and that makes it so it's a lot more like if I'm hitting something small like those flies, penetration would sometimes hit them twice and sometimes hit them once. And I think that feels better. Yeah, guys. Let's see. Spikes rotate. Yeah, I'll do that. That way you can see it. I don't think that that's going to actually do anything good for me if I do more wrecking balls. Let's see. What do I got in the back? I got screw hurts enemies more. Spikes rotate faster. I guess I'll build bombs faster and just bigger shots is kind of nice. Maybe a screw is what I'll do. Lots of that movement, like you just saw, fix a lot of enemies. I changed the drag and the acceleration on a lot of enemies to be so it's not quite so bouncy, and I did it for some of the enemies, but not a lot of them. So that's another thing I gotta do. Adjust the values. Heal me, heal me! Let's see. I did a little bit of a cool effect with the spikes too. If you watch them, they kind of like start far apart, and then they start rotating, and then they get closer, and then they kind of go apart again. It was accidental, but I liked it, so I kept it. Let's see. I wish I could get some stamina recovery up more. Another way all these upgrades are going to change is, well, A, you're not going to have all the upgrades unlocked when you first start playing. You have to do certain things to unlock them. But B, my plan is that you would see, like, during your first upgrade, it would be like, what do you want to unlock? Shots, like everything that modifies shots, like the meta of shots, like shot speed, shot size, or do you want to unlock wrecking balls? And so you select one of those, and then the upgrades that all fall under all the wrecking ball upgrades or all the shot meta upgrades, then they would be available here to select. And so you'd get a lot more of the upgrades that you want, and you wouldn't see the ones that you're not likely to use. And so because this way because there's like over 60 upgrades, there's just too many to select from, and there's a good chance you're not going to get the build that you want. So focusing on the options by narrowing what's available to you, I think will help. And then the game will also randomly select some of those upgrade groups to unlock for you. That way there's still like a hint of randomness in the game. So like maybe you selected wrecking balls, and then it randomly selected, oh, you're also going to get lightning. And so all those lightning upgrades become available to you for that run, and it would reset every time you do a run. Maybe when you get your 10th upgrade, you can unlock another group of upgrades or something like that. That's where I'm planning on going with this. And instead of just text, I drew icons for all of these. And so I have a little bit of a system going on, and I think I'm going to make this look more like cards. And so you can select like 3 different cards, and the cards tell you information about the upgrade, how many you already have. And so I'd get rid of the list on the left. It'd be kept in the code, and the game would know, but and it would use it to display. It's just too much. There's way too much writing on the screen, way too much. So. No! Dang it! I think the spider boss's shots are too strong. It's kind of weird. I wonder why I'm on wave 2 already. Looks like it skipped wave 1. Alright. Gosh. Let's hasten time. If I'm not gonna beat this game, let's at least have some fun. I can level up more that way too. It's like put on hard mode. Let's see. I think the spider boss is by far the hardest boss. I die to him more than any other. We'll take a wrecking ball, recruit some mosquitoes. The recruit guys like mosquitoes. They're more valuable now that I put in this yellow bar, which is stamina. So, because when your recruits shoot, they don't take your stamina. So you can kind of use it better. You can't just hold attack anymore like you used to be able to because the stamina, you'll run out of stamina. I don't know if Dragon or Wrecking Ball should take stamina. Everything else does, like shooting, laying mines, doing your little dodge, but moving the Wrecking Ball doesn't take any stamina, so hitting people with physical attacks like that and with the Wrecking Ball kind of becomes a strategy when you don't have stamina. Did I already get this? No? Okay. I need to test something. I don't know if I put in the code that you get spikes if you have spikes rotate. So come hit me, mosquito. Yeah, I don't think I did. There's no spikes appearing. Less damage to you. A couple of those and maybe I'll survive the first boss. Oh my gosh, a third one? I'm gonna be invincible. A water bug is... I'm gonna get him because, again, recruits are valuable, and especially a water bug. I've found that he's especially useful in the beginning of the game. You can take out these flies with one of his attacks. Did you know that dragonflies once had a wingspan of 28 inches? Like imagine a dragonfly the size of your arm. Get him, boy! Get him! Shoot him! My water bug. And my water bug has a little circle, and my mosquito friends have circles. And you know what? All these circles are a golden ratio away from each other, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like, if you go one golden ratio down from me, that's the water bug, and if you go another golden ratio down, you get the mosquitoes size of the circles. I'm not actually an artist, so I have to rely on number tricks sometimes. Let's see. Emergency teleport out of repeated physical abuse sooner. Yeah, let's do that. Another water bug? Heck yeah. I gotta do this screw attack. I don't know why I haven't been doing it. It's weird. It's for me, I have to push the left stick in, and I just forget to do that. But I'm running out of buttons to press, honestly, because it's a twin stick shooter. I can't use any of the face buttons like square, triangle, X, circle. I already have one wrecking ball. I'm gonna actually not focus on wrecking balls this time. I might need to make the screw attack weaker. I think that was something I meant to do but forgot. Get up, boy! Yeah, 2 water bugs. Let's see, I'll absorb more. It's a pretty good one. Physically stronger makes it so when I run into things, I get hurt less, push them away, and they get hurt more. Even, I think it works on the wrecking ball too, since it does a physical attack. I know I'm stopping talking, but sometimes I just don't know what to talk about. I just realized that no sound plays when I do my dodge attack through an enemy and hurt him. Oh, that butterfly just wrecked all my friends except for this one. A third water bug. Let's try penetration. So you might see on some really small enemies that the penetration will hit more than once now. And I'm out of stamina. This is what I call a bullet ant. It's a reused sprite, but you see that red line he had, and he just turns around. He's got a slow turn rate, but once he decides to fire, it's a huge bullet that travels really fast and usually takes over half of your health away in one shot. Alright, we're almost at the boss. No, what's hitting me? Hearing noises. I got a lot of upgrades. Let's do a spread. I already did this once, right? Yeah, I probably shouldn't do it twice. It's exponential, so things can get out of hand pretty quickly. Let's slow the enemies? I guess so. I kind of like being able to fly through the top and bottom. Oh yeah. Screw attack. Ah. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Those are circles. They're my attacks. Technically, they're his attacks though. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that was a waste. Enemies will, now they're more vulnerable to repeated physical abuse, so instead of every 15 frames, it's like every 12 or 11 or 10. I don't quite remember what the rate of change is on that. Spikes rotate faster. Did I already get that? Yeah. So let's do stamina max up, I guess. Now let's have crackle. Some snap, crackle, pop. I need to absorb these shots. I get some stamina. Oh jeez. No! Oh, that was a lot of the game have to watch the colors and make sure you get the right colors so you don't die. Couple of upgrades. Let's do, I guess, better homing. Since I can't fire very often, at least I'll hit more. I need either whisk cost less or stamina max, stamina rate of, yeah, stamina recovery rate up. Did I get him? Yeah, I did. Should say her. Queen is definitely not a man unless she identifies as such. Then it wouldn't make sense for her to be called a queen, would it? Also, pretty sure the chromosomes don't lie, just saying. Let's see. Build bombs faster or more chain lightning? All the videos I watched this week, probably like at least 30 videos. Many of them in like an hour long. GDC talks and things like that. My friends died. There's some friends. I thought about doing screw, but with penetration and homing, my shots have actually weakened a lot. I can use these guys to gain a lot of stamina. Bullet ant, fire! I just want to... There, you can kind of see one of his shots. And if you don't kill him fast enough, he runs away. I'm gonna probably change bombs pulling enemies, so it's not like one big velocity change right when the bomb goes off, but more of a gradual thing. While the bomb is around, it kind of slowly, like gravity, pulls toward it. Oh, gotta be careful how I change color on this guy. So far I'm doing good. No bugs. No game bugs. Bugs, I should say. I have another idea I think I'm gonna do, which is I think some users are gonna get frustrated with some of the starting values of things like look how widespread my shots are right now. It's just kind of annoying, to be honest. And so you get upgrades like decrease the width of the firing plane, and that would make it so your shots are closer. But so players might want them to be just slightly different. So I think what I'm gonna do is make it so every time you play, even if you lose, you gain a little bit of credits, and you can use those credits, whatever form they could be. They could be wisps, I don't know, to like purchase points you can spend on starting values, like the width of your firing frame. So you could make it a little bit smaller or wider to start out when you start playing, and it has like a permanent effect. Or say like your movement speed you could change. That's a stink bug. I don't know how well you can see it, and that's probably one of the more complex versions of his stink, but he's basically firing a whole bunch of shots that kind of come out in waves, and I'm not gonna kill him. Hopefully I get another stink bug. That one, I don't know if I'll keep that combination of shots, because it was a little too intense. Hard to see the stink in it. I wonder if less damage to you is overpowered. So far we are at 1,000 frames a second, to level 45, wave 45. See how far that goes down. The DS stacks is properly getting destroyed now, so hopefully the game doesn't slow down when I reach wave 65. Like slow down to the point where it's basically unplayable. It still gradually goes down a lot, which I'm still just trying to figure out why. Bigger enemies makes it so they're easier to hit, and also if you have penetration, it's more likely to hit them more than once. Kind of relying on my other bugs. A lot of times I'm out of stamina. So I got shots grow, but it actually doesn't start growing until I get 2 of them. Because when it's all, your shots shrink. Yeah, give me that juice. I'm gonna make some like cuts appear when I hit enemies like that. I thought about making it so you have to push a button to hurt them instead of them hurting you. But this is too much, too many buttons pressed. Without the damage numbers there, I can't see how much damage I'm doing. Getting a little crazy. Let's see. Better rate of fire is good, but I'm just gonna go through my stamina faster. Need stamina recovery rate. Give it to me, random number generator. Ow. Okay, who's who? Okay. Give me some help. Thanks. Gotta use that. Stamina. Dang it. I don't think I got that one. Once they get off screen, your projectiles no longer tracking damage. You can hit them with the wrecking ball off screen though. Let's see. Guess I'm making stronger. Wrecking Ball Stronger is a really good one, but with the new balance, I just don't know how good it is anymore. I guess I'm playing it safe with my Wrecking Balls. That's a bullet. 2 bullets. No, I wanted to get him! Can't wait for him to shoot, I guess. Even though it's dangerous, I gotta shoot them while they're aiming. The game feels different with these new enemies, I'm glad. I got a bunch of other enemies in the queue, I just... figuring out other things in the meantime. I think having a large variance in enemies and bosses is going to be key to making this game fun to play for a long time. Keeping everything balanced is always a little bit like walking a tightrope. Good for some reason. Alright, these giant mosquitoes are starting to get on my nerves a little bit, like mosquitoes do in real life. And they don't go away. Keep hitting them with my balls. 1 ball. I only have 1 ball. Keep hitting them with my ball. makes you think a little bit, strategize about how to survive and eventually come back and get these guys. So I'm probably hitting them just slightly more often than 4 times a second. If you played Super Mario RPG, this is what these guys are inspired by. The golden beetles that you have to catch in that one minigame where you're like running down a hill or something. So I call them golden armored beetles. They're no longer golden at all, but what the code does. I already had armored beetles. Let's see. I guess make it even stronger. I'll take a more balls upgrade if I see one later. I need spikes. Narrow straight firing, that'll probably be pretty good. Now my shots are hitting a lot more. There's another stink bug. He's got a crazy effect. I hope that you can see it via the screen recording. I don't know what screen recording is happening at 60 frames per second like I'm playing, but dang, my frames per second is still going down. They were at 1,000 at wave 45, and now they're at 400. Granted, there's stink bugs, but I'm gonna die. I just had a feeling, but I didn't. I haven't even fought a second boss yet. I was really hoping it was that DS stats that was causing the slowdown. It's appearing to not be the case. Good, got him. But I can't see damage numbers, but I got a DPS now. Hopefully it works. That code. Separating out the damage numbers to where I think damage that my this just sounds like crap. Sorry. Happening. Sorry, I have to actually blow my nose a little bit. Okay. Wrecking balls stronger or bigger shots. Probably wrecking balls. Been using that a lot. Still alive. Those are ants. You don't want ants to hit you because they'll move you invisible. Man, this guy's still alive. There he goes. What's this guy? There's a stink bug. Yeah, honestly, all of the stink bug effects maybe didn't turn out like I wanted. He looks more like a glitch than a stink bug. Sucks, because I put a lot of effort. Giant bug on the left side of the screen. I think it's a butterfly. What I do is I spawn a bunch of enemies on the left and right when the wave starts, and they have spawn delays, so they don't all come at the screen on the same time. They're spread out, and they probably get their size reset on the first frame that they're alive. So a lot of experience going by. Gnat shooters will continue showing, but not regular gnats. Although, things have been kind of crazy, a little hectic. What am I up to? Oh, I'm at 900 frames a second. This is good. This is really good. Alright, great. Way too many. Bug changes color, dude. You gotta watch out for that. Ow. Got him. Now hopefully my shots are condensed enough that almost all of them hit when I shoot. I should be doing that a lot more. Pow! Right in the kisser! Color when I'm trying to kill him. I got that guy. Still haven't killed any. Butterfly's coming. Oh, I can hurt him. I'm not too worried about this bug because the sprites are going to change soon anyway and the rest. Spiderweb. Better trim the color they are so you don't die. Kinda how that works. Too many bugs! Oh, I was wrong color. I died. Again, fence. game kind of has like fuel refill. Like you have to purposely go out of your way. Let's see. Lightning explodes better? I don't think so. I hear enough of those lightning. Explosions. I'm having to rely on my key attack a lot more. That's this blue bar and the red bar over on this side. Stored energy. That attack. I think I'll have to make the bullet look different for the stored key attack. Things are a little crazy right now. Even without all the damage numbers. Okay, 800 frames a second. Good. So it's not actually running at 800 frames a second, it's running at 60. But it basically has enough time between frames, I guess, it could be running at 800 frames a second. Just intentionally slows itself down or something like that. I think that's how it's running. If that 800 gets below 60%, that's when you find that there's actual slowdown in the game. What in the heck is going on? No! I'm not gonna get him! Already with a lot of experience. I haven't even seen any fish pop up yet. Kinda weird. I wonder if their fish got broke somehow. This is crazy! readjust that. More wisp damage. Heck yeah. Good. He's not frozen. Still out of stamina half the time. I like it. Just whenever you realize you're out of stamina, unfortunately, you change your strategy. Absorb a bunch of attacks and then use them like crazy. It's harder to tell when I'm hurting enemies without the damage numbers. I can tell I'm still hurting them because I can hear all those explosions. Oh cool, I'm like over 1,000 frames a second. Want this? No! No! Why? Bird kicked my butt out of nowhere. Well, I'm not gonna try that again. But I did get to a sufficiently high enough level that confirmed the slowdown is no longer a thing. So that's fantastic. Eaten by a bird. So music's probably gonna keep playing. I haven't put in the rest of the logic, but like you go back to the main menu, stop. Didn't. But yay, that's the game. Don't forget to smash that like button and keep hitting that subscribe multiple times, because otherwise you won't get my videos. Is that how you do this? Okay, bye.